I don't normally insert jump scare warnings in my videos, but in this case I have to. In Rajasthan, India, a leopard strayed from a nearby forest into a small town and entered a liquor shop, injuring 3 people inside. One shopkeeper managed to lock the animal inside a store before getting out. A rescue team spent 5 hours tracking and capturing the leopard. Authorities say it will be returned to the wild. Darren runs a channel called Darren's Northern Life, built around fishing and outdoor adventure content. In December 2018, on the final day of Manitoba's deer season, what was supposed to be a routine outing took a serious turn. He arrived at a spot he knew well and noticed a suspicious truck nearby. Based on what he observed, he became convinced the people in it were trespassing and road hunting illegally on the land.
Just took a walk up to the corner here just to see if there's anything in the field yet. I'll be going back down over here where I stand. But I get here, and wouldn't you know it, there's another person sitting right there in a truck with his cargo light on. I can guarantee you he doesn't have permission in this piece here, otherwise he'd be sitting in one of those bail blinds that they have, and he's clearly not hunting this piece. For one, I could almost guarantee he doesn't have permission, and 2, where he's sitting, he wouldn't even be able to shoot through this tree line here. It's too thick. So, yeah, just another trespasser, poacher, flipping road hunters.
He went back to his spot and tried to focus on the hunt rather than the situation with the truck. Around 6 p.m., just before the legal hunting window closed for the season, a bullet passed close to his head. More shots followed after that.
Oh my goodness, that bullet just came over my head. Sounded like a hit though. You freaking idiot. Oh. Man, I wish there were some bigger trees here. This guy's gonna frickin' kill me. He's shooting right towards me. Oh my goodness. Okay, at least there's some trees between us now. Idiot.
Darren understood immediately that he was in the line of fire and moved to find cover. After narrowly avoiding being struck, he made the decision to confront the suspected hunters. He found their vehicle unoccupied and photographed the license plate. When the men came back and demanded to know what he was doing there, Darren told them directly. Someone had fired in his direction and he had the entire thing recorded, including footage of a bullet visibly passing over his head.
Self, not much. Taking pictures of the license plate. Is something wrong? Everything all right?
Somebody shot at me. I got on video. Literally, a bullet came flipping right over my head.
Two shots earlier, right?
Yeah.
Like around
Shot
4
at you.
o'clock.
Yeah.
Where
Somebody
were you?
walking down the edge of Huggins Field here.
Yeah, there was a guy walking on the end of the trail here.
So I was on the far side. Somebody walked down this side here, and freaking bullet. I seen a deer came out, and I seen the guy walking. And sure enough, boom! You can probably on video too. You can hear the bullet just.
Oh shit.
Well, we
It
were.
wasn't us, we're over there.
No, the first shot wasn't hit because it half a mile later it was still way up in the air. It sounded like a hit. I know it sure sounded like it.
Did it ever?
The men denied any involvement. Their behavior and Darren's assessment suggested they were not being fully straightforward. He walked away unharmed. Throughout the incident, he had been wearing bright orange, the standard high visibility gear worn specifically so hunters can be seen clearly by anyone else in the area. He believed the shots were intentional but acknowledged he couldn't prove it. The experience permanently changed how he relates to safety in the field. The orange clothing is a detail that sits at the center of the question. If he was clearly visible in bright hunter's orange, the possibility that the shots were accidental becomes considerably harder to accept. Our next clip is even more disturbing. Keep watching. Sri Lanka draws visitors from around the world and is well established as a tourist destination. It's also a place where wildlife and people regularly share the same spaces, something worth keeping in mind when moving through certain areas. Walking alone at night carries a specific risk in Sri Lanka. Elephants use the same paths people do, and encounters can happen without much warning. A safety briefing was posted alongside this footage advising tourists to stay alert when out after dark. The 4 women in the clip got through the encounter without injury. What a miracle, am I right? Jack-o'-lantern is a paranormal investigator based in England who spends a significant amount of time exploring locations across the UK with documented haunting histories. Beyond on-location exploration, he also collects objects claimed to carry paranormal attachments, a hobby that comes with its own category of risk. Based on what this footage shows, bringing those items into his home appears to have been a serious mistake. In this upload, Jack is documenting poltergeist activity that has been occurring in his living space. Keep watching because what Jack captures next is chilling.
I start filming because there's clear bangings on the door. I've already been into the hallway, I'm the only one here. You alright, buddy? Can you hear something? Shit, caught it. What is doing that? Make yourself known. You scaring my cat? You alright, buddy? What is it? He knows, doesn't he? I've just dropped the cushion. Oh. What? There's just been... Hear the footsteps? Is there somebody in the room? Is there somebody in the room? I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can... Oh my shit, my candle's just gone out. Oh, the room has gone icy cold. Oh, whoa. Oh my god. What? What is going on in here? Oh, shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa. So it's kicking off again. Come on. We're getting out. You okay? You okay? Come on, we're getting out. We're getting out. We're getting out. Come on. God, this room's bloody cold as well. What's going on in this house? There's something in here you need to get out immediately. We have had enough of you. Go on. Go on, show us what you've got, hey? Yeah? You doing that? Yeah. Oh my god, my heart is nearly beating out of my chest. Cat's buggered off, don't blame him. Safest thing for him to do. This house just gets crazy, man. Absolutely crazy.
The atmosphere in the room feels unsettled from the moment the recording begins. Jack hears heavy footsteps moving around him with no visible source. An icy burst of air blows his candle out. The magazine is thrown off the table with force. His cat visibly reacts to what's happening in the room. The audio was isolated and no mechanical fan noise was detectable in it, attributed to audio analysis. Then a half-empty water cup sitting on the coffee table was launched off the surface and flew directly away from Jack. That directional detail matters. Audio isolation of the cup going away from the person filming makes a string or wire explanation difficult to construct, since either would pull the object toward the person holding it. Jack moved into the dining room and a heavy wooden dining chair slammed to the floor directly in his path. His cat, at that point, jumped out of the open window into the backyard. The cup flying away from Jack is the specific detail that sits at the center of the skeptical challenge here. The direction of movement is the wrong one for the most common debunking method, and that's what makes it the hardest element of the footage to miss. What do you think? Let me know. On December 29th, 2023, YouTuber Kaz and two friends drove out to a forest in Belgium to visit an abandoned campsite located within it. Before they had even made it to the campsite, something caught their attention. The moment they stepped out of the car, dogs could be heard barking somewhere deeper in the trees.
Echt? Oh, man.
When they reached the entrance to the forest, a tree had been positioned across the path as a physical barrier. Written directly on it were the words, "Private. This is a space of prayer. Please respect the space." Behind the tree, a separate sign had been posted reading, "Beware, watchdog." Kaz mentioned that none of this had been there the last time he visited. Despite both warnings, they stepped over the tree stump and continued walking into the forest. A short while later, they picked up an unusual sound, something they described as resembling a door being opened somewhere nearby.
Ja, ik hoor, ja, hoort je het? Die deur, die wint niet. Ik hoor zo...
Nee, dat was een beest.
Zeker?
Ja.
Oh,
Nee.
waar is dat?
Dat was een deur.
Dat is een deur, hè?
Hallo?
Ik heb de wind ook gaan, ja.
Schijners, ja.
Oh.
Maar ik wil goed staan.
Ik hoor van alles hier. Dit is zo fucking eng. Oh, maat.
Hallo? Mogen wij hier binnenkomen?
Rather than pressing further through that section of the forest, they decided to walk along the outer edge and find a designated walking path to enter from, reasoning that would keep them clear of private land. When they moved further along the perimeter, they found another entry point, a tree cordoned off with red and white ribbon and a sign attached to that read, "No access. This is a private area with camera surveillance." They crossed that barrier as well and continued into the forest on the other side of it.
Dat is toch niet mijn auto of zo, hè? Hier wordt letterlijk iemand gemarteld in dat bos. Dit is heel f***ed. Dat is geen licht, kijk. Dat is geen licht. Dat is heel f***ed. Dus, wat? Kom gewoon verder. Stel je voor, dat was mijn auto. What the f*** is dit, kerel? Die zit er ook uit. Ja, wat ze komen daar. Zit daar in een lampje. Ja, die komt naar hier. Kom naar hier. Kom naar hier. Blijf gewoon hier. Lamp aan of niet? Hallo? 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 What the f***? What the f***? Hey!
At a specific point in the footage, pausing the video reveals a woman in a white robe moving quickly in their direction, carrying an axe. The three of them panicked immediately and lost each other in the darkness of the forest.
What the f*** is dit? What the f*** is dit? Ja, hallo? Hallo? Je moet nu naar hier komen. Fuck. Ja, we zitten hier in een bos in de Centerlo. We zijn hier in een bos en dat is een verlaten bungalowpark. En ineens komt er een man met een mes of zoiets op ons af. We zijn er met 3. En ik hoorde ook kloppen. Ik denk dat mijn auto kapot is geslagen. En we zijn vies gelopen. Zijn jurissen. Kom alsjeblieft heel snel.
When police arrived at the location, Cass came out of the trees. A short time after that, the woman also emerged from the forest, appearing confused and disoriented.
Ja, is goed. Ja. Ja. Dat is die. Daar is die.
Hier blijven. Je gaat hier blijven. Of kan moet ik nemen met mijn vrouw mee, of kan moet ik hier blijven?
Ja, goed. Vanaf nu luisteren naar mij.
Nee, ik ga niet luisteren. Hé! Beetje respect hebben voor mijn collega, ja? Dat is geen respect hebben voor mij. Nee, dat gaan we niet. Mevrouw? Nee, dat gaan we niet doen. Dat gaan we niet doen. Nee, oké, gedaan. Nu is gedaan, ja? Pak die land.
It took 6 officers to calm her down. She was taken to the police station. The 3 YouTubers went home. They described the encounter as traumatic and came away without physical injury. What the sequence documents is straightforward. 2 warning signs had been posted at the points they crossed, and the woman who emerged from the same forest confirmed that those signs were describing a real situation on the other side of them. But that's nothing compared to this next clip. Radu Kurila is a man from Romania whose social media account is focused on daily life and updates from his construction work. Paranormal content has no place in what he normally posts. One night he received word of a strange disturbance at a house his crew had been working on and drove over to see what was happening. What he found when he got there was difficult to account for.
Să moară familia mea de n-am văzut coarnele.
Unde sunt la ăla vicusul?
Uite. Fix pe mijloc.
Pe mijloc, stai jos. Mă, n-are ce om să fie în pustietatea asta.
Uite, moară târnă de bă, dar veni lângă geam, uite.
Bă, ce om e ăsta de stă acolo? N-are ce om.
Bă, uite.
Bă, uite-mă la asta, pe cameră.
Bă, să moară familia mea.
Bă, l-am prins. Ia, uite. Bă!
Asta că e om! Nu e om! Nu e om! Nu e om!
Bă!
Să moară altfel la mă pistol, băi!
Looking up at the second floor window at the front of the house, 2 sets of what appeared to be glowing eyes were visible, peering outward into the dark. The positioning is a detail that stands out immediately. They were visible at the very top of the window frame, as though whatever they belonged to was suspended upside down from the ceiling rather than standing on the floor. Then a pale white-faced figure appeared in the window, its face appearing to light up and switch off in the darkness in a way that didn't look natural. When the footage was zoomed in and enhanced, the figure's feathers appeared severely distorted and its movements did not read as human. The question the positioning raises is specific. Eyes at the top of a window, oriented as though the subject is ceiling-mounted rather than floor-standing, don't fit the profile of a person standing inside a room. What configuration of person or thing produces that particular placement in a second-floor window is what the footage leaves open. Tobias runs a YouTube channel called Unknown Worlds. He's 22 years old and has spent over 8 years documenting urban explorations. Germany is where he was born and raised, and where most of his content originates. He typically goes out alone, but on February 3rd, 2017, a cold winter evening, he had his friend Alex with him. The 2 of them were planning an overnight exploration of a derelict building. Neither of them had any reason to expect the night would go the way it did.
Neuen Lost Place, den wir zufällig über Google Maps gefunden haben. Deswegen gehen wir davon aus, dass er noch gut erhalten sein sollte, noch nicht so viele Leute da waren. Wir haben wenig bis keine Informationen über diesen Ort. Das heißt, wir wissen nicht, wie sieht es mit Security aus, wie sieht es mit Umzäunung aus, wie gefährlich ist dieser Lost Place. Das ist natürlich auch immer ein Aspekt, den man beachten muss.
Tobias opened the video the way he usually does, connecting with his audience, explaining the plan, setting up what kind of location they were heading into. On the surface, it looked like a standard session, another building to document for the channel. What started as a familiar routine would turn into something neither of them was prepared for. As soon as they stepped inside, an unpleasant smell hit them. Alex put it directly, "It smells like pee," a sign that someone may have been there recently. That was the thing about the smell. It wasn't the kind of stale, settled decay you'd expect from a building that had been sitting empty for years. It was fresh, something current. They acknowledged it, talked about it briefly, and decided to keep moving. As they made their way through the decaying interior, the atmosphere in the building grew heavier, and then, without any further warning, the situation changed entirely. A homeless man armed with a knife appeared suddenly and came at them. He grabbed Tobias and began pulling him away. Alex froze in the moment, then ran. When he eventually turned back to look, the man was walking away from where he'd left Tobias, and there was blood visible on the floor. Alex got out of the building and called police immediately.
Kumpel, keine Ahnung, der ist hier noch drin. Ich weiß nicht, was mit dem los ist. Nee, ich bin nicht verletzt, ich bin gar nicht verletzt. Ich konnte direkt abhauen, aber wie gesagt, mein Kumpel ist da noch drin. Sie müssen schnell Polizei und Krankenwagen. Ich weiß nicht, was da jetzt noch passiert ist. Keine Ahnung, ich war direkt draußen und es war in der Baracke drin. Okay, ja, ich komme nach vorne.
After making the call, the camera went dark. Alex had turned off the recording in the middle of the panic. No footage exists of the assault. What viewers eventually came to understand about what happened came entirely from Tobias and Alex's account after the fact. It was weeks before Tobias had recovered enough to speak publicly about it. When that point came, they put out a follow-up video together.
In unserem letzten Video sind natürlich viele Fragen aufgekommen. Ich werde mal versuchen, so die, an die ich mich noch erinnere, jetzt zu beantworten. Und zwar natürlich, ob die Polizei kam. Man sieht am Ende, wie Alex die Polizei gerufen hat. Die kam auch mit dem Krankenwagen. Wie die jetzt mit diesem Obdachlosen oder was es war, verfahren ist oder hat, wissen wir nicht. Der Krankenwagen hat mich logischerweise ins Krankenhaus gebracht. Ich hatte Verletzungen an der Hand und am Arm. Und ich wurde dann nur im Krankenhaus angerufen, ob ich Anzeige erstatten will. Da habe ich natürlich ja gesagt. Also was man ja nicht auf der Kamera sieht in der Aufnahme, was jetzt noch mit mir passiert ist. Also wir hatten auf jeden Fall extrem Glück, dass dieser Obdachlose alkoholisiert war, extrem stark. Was man auch sehr gerochen hat. Man hat ja auch bei seinem Bett gesehen, dass da wirklich Pullen lagen. Deswegen waren seine Angriffe jetzt nicht so krass koordiniert, sage ich mal. Also er ist auch direkt umgekippt danach, man konnte ihn abwehren, ich habe ihn weggetreten. Man denkt die ganze Zeit dabei, wenn man da sich getrennt hat, was auch so dumm war, dass man sich getrennt hat, denn einfach bei diesem Angriff, man denkt die ganze Zeit, ja fuck, ist er jetzt eigentlich noch drin? Ist er schon draußen? Man weiß ja überhaupt nicht, was abgeht. Soll man jetzt noch mal rein oder... Also das ist auch so dumm, wir haben Pfefferspray eigentlich, aber wir vergessen es jedes Mal im Auto, es bleibt jedes Mal im Auto liegen. Das hätte wahrscheinlich auch extrem einfach geholfen, dass man ihn sofort außer Gefecht hätte setzen können. Man sollte es wieder auf die harte Tour lernen, dass man jetzt immer Pfefferspray bei hat. Ist auf jeden Fall extrem krass gewesen. Hat einen auch sehr, sehr sensibilisiert, was so Lost Places angeht.
In that video, Tobias described the encounter from where he had been standing when it happened. He said he believed the attacker's apparent intoxication had likely reduced his physical strength, and that he thought the outcome could easily have been considerably worse. He talked about the need to approach abandoned locations with more caution going forward. No one died, but the smell, the one Alex named out loud at the entrance, the one that registered as fresh and recent rather than old and stale, was the most direct signal available that the building wasn't as empty as it looked. They identified it, they noted what it might mean, and they kept walking. That detail, more than anything else in the footage, is what the rest of the night came down to. A U.S. Army veteran has been posting home security footage to social media documenting a series of events that began in March of this year. It started with the smell of decomposition coming from the basement. As the activity intensified and his dog began displaying visible unease, he installed cameras throughout the home. 3 recordings from that footage are being shared here.
He's been doing this weird shit all day. What's wrong, Joe? There's nothing in there for you, buddy. Come on. Joe. Come on.
In the first clip, the dog is completely fixated on the closed basement door, barking at it, staring at it, unwilling to look away. While both he and the dog have their attention locked on the door, something else is happening in the background. A cup sitting on the dining table slowly slides across the surface and tips over on its own. The specific direction of the fall is what makes this footage difficult to dismiss with a simple explanation. The cup went to the left, not forward toward the camera. A string or wire pulling the cup toward the recording device would produce forward movement. The leftward fall doesn't fit that explanation. In the next recording, Nuke is trying to get his dog outside. He noted that the animal normally runs ahead of him to the door. This time it was frozen in place, staring at the same basement door it had been fixating on before. He had to use treats to get it to move at all. As the two of them head out, a book lunged violently off a shelf in the otherwise empty house. Zooming into the footage revealed no visible wires on the object. The book was a holy Bible, which led a significant portion of viewers in the comments to conclude the presence in the home was demonic. In the final clip, that same Bible is resting on a table. What appeared to be small flames begin emerging from the closed book and shooting outward. Zoomed footage made the fire appear unnatural in quality. The comment section shifted into speculation that the book might not be a Bible at all, that it could be a dark magic text with a Bible cover placed over it. The question the cop specifically raises is the one that holds up under the most scrutiny. If a left forward fall is what the footage shows, what mechanism accounts for that direction rather than the one a wire or string would produce? Whether you believe in the paranormal or not, there's disputing things get absolutely real in this next clip. A group of friends was cycling through a wooded trail when they came around a bend and found a man standing directly in their path. He had a pistol visible and was gesturing for them to stop. They stopped immediately.
Baja. Have you seen it up there? No. Sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. We were at the mine.
It's Robbie.
I haven't seen him.
Thanks, bro.
Oh my god, Jesus. Like that, though.
The man approached them and asked whether they had seen his silver Subaru Baja. It had been stolen. His tone was tense and carried an edge of desperation. They told him they hadn't seen any vehicle matching that description, and after a few unsettled moments, he moved on without further incident. The most plausible reading of his behavior is that he was panicking. His car had likely been taken while he was camping somewhere in the area, and he had gone out to find it himself. Whether recovering the vehicle was his only intention is something the footage alone can't establish. What it does confirm is that he approached a group of strangers on a remote trail carrying a pistol in one hand and a beer in the other. The group came away from the encounter without being hurt. The question the beer and pistol together raise is specific. Whatever his stated reason for stopping them, how does the presence of alcohol in that equation change the range of ways that encounter could have ended? At approximately 3:45 p.m. in Miami Beach, Florida, officers received a call from a concerned parent at a local park.
You called in advising of a mother who left her child in the park?
She's still here. Can you come in the park quickly? She's leaving right now, and she's leaving.
Okay, well, I don't know where you are.
We're in the playground. We're in the playground.
Okay, which playground?
Next to the basketball court.
Okay, do you see me parked?
I think I don't see you because we're inside.
And then in black t-shirt that's
there is a man in black t-shirt that's coming towards you to meet with you.
Okay,
Yeah, she left without her son.
Okay, do you know where she is right now?
She is going towards the swimming pool.
She's going towards the swimming pool?
The swimming pool, yeah.
Okay. Where are you?
Let's go. I'm inside of the park, next to the swimming pool.
Okay.
I'm inside because I have my daughter inside, so I cannot leave.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll walk around and see if we can find her. What is she wearing?
She's wearing a gray pants and a gray shirt, and she left her kid. But I have someone following her. I have one of my friends following her. She's still next to the swimming pool.
She's still next to the swimming pool. Okay, we're heading over there now. If your friend let your friend know that if she sees us or he sees us, that we'll point the female out.
When police arrived, they began searching for a woman reported to have left her young child unattended near the playground. The situation was still being pieced together. Officers were working to establish exactly what happened there, where the child currently was, and where his mother had gone. While they were working through the scene, another witness approached and caught up with the searching officers.
A friend of mine called, actually. Okay. We were on the playground with my daughter and her daughter. The woman, I didn't know. We finally saw her. The kid was on the playground running around. He was maybe 6. Okay. And he's screaming. His head was screaming. Finally, he plops down and starts crying. We're like, where's your parents? I don't see his mother or father. So anyway, finally, she's looking for a scooter frantically. He didn't find a scooter. It's black. It's trying to help her. Then she goes, oh, my mom's outside. There she is. And 2 women are sitting there. They go, that's his mom. Standing outside the park, staring at him. Now, I talked to her briefly, and she's had an attitude. She seems high. I don't know, because she's got a vape, and she's looking at me, and I talked to her, and her speech was like, I'm like, okay, whatever. And then the women were talking to her, and I said, your son is screaming, crying, looking for you. Yeah. And then one of the parents said something to him, like, to the effect, like, did she do this? I don't know who said it. And he's like, oh, when I'm bad, she does that. I'm like, okay. And then she's walking around, very skinny Latino girl with big gold earrings. Okay. Now the kid took off on the scooter outside the park, and she's inside the park looking for him like he's in there. I didn't see him in there. I saw him take the scooter and go outside. So I'm just saying, I don't want her to see me the deal. Yeah, she's going to be like all flipping out. Yeah, no, I got you. I'm just giving you guys a heads up. We appreciate it, man.
That witness helped direct officers toward the right area of the park. It became clear quickly that this was not a case of confusion or a brief miscommunication. A young boy had been left without any adult supervision, and the person responsible for him was not present anywhere nearby. Officers searched through the park and located the boy outside the playground.
Hi. Yeah. Hey, buddy. What's up, man? What's your name?
Letting me use her scooter.
Okay, hold on a second. Where's mom?
Okay. But she's around here.
You don't know where mom is?
Okay. That's the second time she's leaving him.
Hold on. Hey, buddy, how old are you?
Toyota with
How old are you?
And she told me to stay here because
No, I didn't ask how you were. I said, how old are you? Hold on, bud. Don't go anywhere. Where are you trying to go? Does she?
The girl, the little girl with the pink scooter.
What about her?
She's trying to not let me use her scooter. Look what she just did.
Hold on, bud. What's the little girl's name? Who is she to you? Hey, buddy. Hey. What's the little girl's name?
I don't know what's her name.
He was safe when they found him, but he was entirely alone in a public space. At his age, being left unaccompanied in a park creates obvious and immediate danger. An adult with harmful intentions could have approached him without anyone in a position to intervene, and he was young enough that wandering away from the area was a real possibility. The fact that another parent had been paying attention and made the call was the reason police were there at all. Without that, there is no telling when or how the situation would have come to anyone's attention. Officers continued their search for the boy's mother.
So, like right here by the bushes, she put her bag on the bushes, and then I didn't go and look for anything, but like I sort of like looked away to tell quietly where we are, and then as soon as I turned away, she disappeared. I went like that, trying to look here, and she wasn't here anymore.
What? You said she's wearing what color top?
Light gray,
light gray. Like a hoodie or something, or a sweatshirt?
Got like leggings on.
Yeah, like dark gray leggings with a little
slides.
And she has like
curly
small
hair to like
here she put the
mid-length, and like she's got the gold jewelry with the nerve.
Oh, here she dropped her bag. Oh my gosh, she dropped her bag.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't
Okay.
touch that.
Yeah, I'll leave it there.
Okay.
Robbery 1130. Here's the copy. We're pulling up. Is she on the call? 16 on.
Yes, can I see it?
2026 early arrival.
This is the this is a complaint. She's been following the mother. She dumped her bag here. She said she lost her somewhere between here. She got all gray top, sweatshirt, dark gray sweatpants. You got a picture of her? You said your video?
Video. I literally turned around to tell quietly the location as she was like coming on me.
What's in the bag?
And then
what's in the bag?
I don't know.
She just it's like her bag, whatever she's wearing.
It's like a
little bag.
She must have known she was following her, and then she kind of dipped off.
So she's light gray top.
Huh? No.
She has 5-year-old.
Yeah, he's still there. This was the mom.
That's the mother.
Yeah,
this is the
that's
mom.
the supposed to be mother.
She was with her, and then she just left.
No. So we came together with our kid from here. I saw my daughter on a scooter go into the Flamingo playground.
He was already outside.
With the kid by himself.
And then he went in by himself, we went in, and then he was playing.
Started screaming and then crying, and no parents.
And he told someone else that his mom does this a lot when he's bad, so she leaves him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we were like, where's... I go, let's help you. Where did you come in? A black and blue scooter.
Okay. You last saw her this way, you said?
Yeah, she has like, you will see the color of the hair, light gray, and let me see the other video. Have no idea.
Oh, I don't know who she is.
Okay, so here. Perfect picture. If you want to.
Confirming, did any unit make contact with the mother or negative?
Negative. We're still canvassing. We're getting info from one of the complainants.
As the search moved through the park, information emerged suggesting the woman they were looking for may have deliberately walked away from the child and then attempted to avoid notice once people around her began paying attention to what was happening. At the scene, police made contact with one of the boy's guardians.
Is this your son?
That's my godson. What's the issue?
Your godson?
Yes.
Okay.
Alone, the mom. Okay, all right.
The mom, we're here. I don't know.
Where were you? Where were you?
I was in the restroom right here. He didn't leave him by himself. We've been around the park right here, and I was.
Hold on a
right
second.
here.
Back. You don't need to. We're asking.
Left you by yourself. Hello, speak
Listen,
to the
listen.
cops.
We're talking to you. You said you left to use the restroom.
He was in the park.
How about this? Call his mom.
His mom?
Yeah, call her and tell her to come here. Who is she to you?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
I'm asking you a question.
She's like a family friend.
Family friend?
Yeah, from a long time.
Okay, where's she at?
She went to the grandma's house because they called the rescue on the grandma's house.
Yourself, we're up to you.
2840.
Can I say hi? I want to say hi. I want to say hi. Can I say hi?
Say hi, Papa.
I can't. Hold on, no, you can't. You can say it like that. No, on the radio. Yeah.
I want to hear your. I want to go to your car.
The police is here right when I was
Here, so
coming out the
we're right by
bathroom.
the playground next to the swimming pool.
Try to see if you could get a hold of Alizé because they had called the rescue for the grandma that was real sick. All right, let me call her. Let me call her. All right.
I want to hear. I want to hear the sirens of your car.
Okay, give us a second, buddy. I'll let you do that, but give us a second.
You can let me. You can let me hear it at one time.
Yeah.
But
But you have to behave really good, okay? Do me a favor, take a seat.
Oh, you remember a car is?
I don't need grandma, I don't need uncle, I don't need mom or dad.
All right,
Nobody else.
You need to forget about your grandma's emergency. They're saying that you left.
No, we're saying you left him alone.
I left him alone.
What are you confused about here?
You said that he was left alone. I don't know. Alizé, I need you to come over here. I'm not understanding.
You're not understanding that you left to run around in a park without supervision?
I went to the restroom.
Is there something confusing about that?
There's nothing confusing. I was right.
How long did it take you before you realized that he was walking around with cops?
5 minutes on the
5 minutes? Park by himself.
The guardian was clearly upset and struggling to understand why the child had been left there alone without any supervision or any explanation. While officers continued sorting through what had happened, the boy's mother arrived at the scene approximately a minute later. She was identified as Elise Rodriguez, 20 years old.
You're the mom. Okay, who is she to you?
My partner.
Your partner? What does that mean? I'm sorry.
Relationship, my girlfriend.
Okay, well at first she says that she's a godmother.
To expose our relationship.
Okay.
We're gay and people discriminate.
Okay, we're not. That's not. I'm asking because of the fact that you let this person, your partner, watch your son, but then she leaves him to go to the restroom without taking him.
This is going to be a 367, 21 Lincoln Road, 21 Lincoln Road, 21.
Think that it's okay for her to let him stay by himself in the park? We were talking to him for about 2-3 minutes and walking this way before she even recognized that he was with police officers. That's not okay. Now you were looking for him. Before you were telling us that you went to the restroom without supervision for 5 minutes.
I was in the park for like 5 minutes when I got out the bathroom, calling her, ask her. Look how many times I called her.
You never called us. If you were looking for him and he was out here.
If I wouldn't have noticed it within minutes that he was here with you guys. I'm bleeding out literally. I went like 2 minutes, 3 minutes to the restroom.
Okay, but you can't leave him by himself in the park.
He was playing with other kids on the scooter. He has a scooter. Before I left, him, a little boy, and 2 older girls, they were like 10, 11 years old, because I heard the parents talking about their kids. I was standing there. They could tell you he was playing with their kids, and they all wanted to ride the scooters around the park.
Okay. I need your information and I need her information. Do you have an ID on you?
Not on me.
Not on you. You don't have a license. You don't have a picture of a license. You don't have anything.
No, I haven't got it.
Okay. How did you get here?
I was born here.
How did you get to the park?
Oh, with a friend. They dropped us off.
They dropped you guys off?
So I told.
What's her name? Yesenia. Do you have an ID on you?
I have a picture.
That's fine.
Come here! It was just the fact that when you called me, I told you the ball was here.
Rather than offering a calm and straightforward account of the situation, Rodriguez appeared frustrated and defensive from the opening exchange. Officers put basic questions to her: where she had been, why the child had been left alone, what she'd been doing before police arrived, and she did not make those questions straightforward to answer.
Over here, because there's an issue over there. We got a couple over here.
I mean, you don't have an address.
That's my grandma's address. The house that I was just at.
What do you mean you don't have an address?
You asked for address, I gave you address. This is the address.
And your response was you don't really have an address. And so I'm asking you why you said that. Okay, so where do you stay?
Not there with her. I stay in MYUU right now.
Okay. So why would you give me your grandmother's address?
Because that's the main address that I use. Like if I receive mail or anything that is important, I use that address.
I need where are you staying with your son?
She's been staying.
I'm not asking you.
No, just tell him the truth that you were staying with me, but you're back with your grandma, dude. That's why we're here. That's it. Just tell him the truth.
Okay.
Come on.
You do me a favor. Stay with him. Manage him. Let me talk to her. Okay. Where are you staying? Where do you sleep at night with your son?
The address I just gave you.
Listen, I need you to work with me because I'm asking you questions and you both are giving me this runaround. Okay, if you're on hard times, that's fine. I understand. I'm not here to judge. But what I do need to know, because left in a park by himself for an extended period of time, okay? And then now we're involved, so I need to figure out what is going on, okay? This isn't judgment time. This is, I need to figure out why this happened, okay? So with you not giving me straight answers, it makes me concerned for the safety of your son, because I don't know if you're capable of taking care of him or leaving him in care, aka your partner, that is responsible enough. I don't understand what adult would think that it's okay, even if she left him in the park. Do you understand? Is this registering? So I need straight answers and not this runaround that your ex or his father live at the previous location? Is that why you're not giving that address? Yes.
The father is not in his life.
Okay.
He left before I even had him. So
okay.
The father is... Come here. Not a name, not information, I have nothing.
Okay.
She's the only person that I just staying at. She's the one that has a residence in Hialeah. So when I say Hialeah, I mean because we're staying at her house.
Okay.
I would leave, stay at her house, and go to my grandma's house. Switch. Like, you know? Is that registering?
So she watches him every now and then, or where were you at when she was taking care of him?
I would leave her with him, so time to time, not all the time, because I'm a stay-at-home mom. I've been with him all the time. So this one time I left him here with her because I didn't want to take him to my grandparents' house because I have a grandparent. She's really old. He explained that. So if it's better for me to leave him with her because they're here at the park, I could go and handle what I had to handle at my grandma's house. She needed pads because she's on her period, so I had pads at my grandma's house. I did quick thinking, left her with him, went over there, came back, but I couldn't get the pads because she's calling me saying this is going on.
So why couldn't you have just told me that from the beginning?
Because there's a whole bunch of attitude and going on with all of us, so I really don't want to deal with it.
Okay.
Because instead of talking like regular, normal, human, grown people, it's attitude and it's this and it's that, and it's not even...
The reason why that started is because of the fact that when I asked you straight answers...
Patience.
Hold on a
have
second.
patience, talk and understand one another.
I let you say your statement, let me state mine. When I made contact with her, it was like we didn't exist. Our primary concern... So when I asked you questions, you were giving me this runaround that I wasn't trying. I was trying to connect the dots and figure out why he was even with her in the beginning. That's why there was attitude, because I'm trying to get a straight answer from you and you're not paying attention to me. The law enforcement is involved with the concern of the safety of your son. Okay? That's where we're at. It doesn't matter. Quite frankly, I care more about him and his safety than you. Point blank, end of story. Okay? So I need answers from you. And if I ask further, you need to give me straight answers, okay?
That's what I just did.
I appreciate it. Thank you. So, with that being said, you stay with your grandparents or you stay with her?
Shortly after, another officer returned with a purse Rodriguez had allegedly thrown into nearby bushes. According to the police report, the bag contained a food stamp card bearing a woman's name, 2 Xanax pills, and a small amount of loose marijuana. When questioned, Rodriguez acknowledged possession of the bag but claimed it didn't belong to her. She said the food stamp card was her grandmother's. She admitted throwing the purse away but said someone had told her to do it. Witnesses at the scene stated she was alone when they watched her discard the bag into the bushes. Officers were now managing a child neglect investigation, possible drug possession, a discarded bag with someone else's benefit card, and a mother whose statements were inconsistent. They moved to place Rodriguez in handcuffs.
Well, can you call my grandmother or something?
Take a seat.
Do that.
Don't do that. No. Keep your hands behind your back. Don't do that. Put them behind your back. Enough with that.
Sit up. Ain't nobody playing with you. Put your hand behind your back and sit down.
24.
I'm not the one. Sit down. Well, here. Sit down.
I barely touched you.
Sit down. You're gonna stay sitting and you're gonna keep your handcuffs behind your back. Do you understand that?
Okay, I'll put it.
Or I'm gonna treat you like you're resisting.
Okay. Anybody resisting that?
The boy was taken into police custody and released to his grandmother shortly after. Rodriguez was booked into TGK Correctional Facility on charges of child neglect, possession of a controlled substance, and marijuana possession. 8 months later, she pleaded guilty and received 3 years of probation. Everything that happened that afternoon, the officers arriving, the search, the discovery, the arrest, traces back to a single decision made by another parent who noticed a young child alone at the park and picked up the phone. That call is what the entire case rests on. On December 30th, 2023, YouTuber Chris Baird, known for content centered on haunted and paranormal locations, traveled to a dense forest with friends Benjamin and Yasko for an overnight camping trip. All three had experience in the kind of unsettling environments they sought out for this kind of content and knew what they were heading into. After arriving and setting up their camp, the three split off from each other to explore the surrounding forest independently. Chris pulled out a spirit box, a device used in paranormal investigation to attempt contact with the unseen, and started scanning the trees around him for anything worth recording. The forest was still. Then something shifted.
This is creepy because we're just going farther and farther in the woods, and there's nothing around us right now. It sounds like someone's walking around in the snow. And again, I'm a realist too. Like, there could actually be an animal nearby. Animal could be in like a little hole. Whatever it is likes to hang out in here, clearly. Like, look at all that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you?
Agonizing.
It is agonizing. It's agonizingly scary. Did you just tap on that tree? Something out here is trying to scare me. This forest is too much. Like, for real.
Faint footsteps began echoing around Chris, seeming to come from no specific location or visible source in the trees. He looked carefully around the area and found nothing. The sound was enough to unsettle him, and he decided to stop and walk back to the campsite to rejoin Benjamin and Yasko, rather than push further into the forest alone.
That thing's go smooth for the rest of the night, because I don't know how much more of this craziness I can take.
What the three encountered when they were back together at camp had nothing to do with the paranormal.
I don't want to do my light is almost up.
Something's coming.
What?
Something's coming.
Where?
Like a vehicle or something. What if it's that same vehicle from earlier?
It might be.
Hold on.
Like, you actually think there's a vehicle coming right now?
Listen, listen.
Oh, I see lights, I see lights. Dude, cut your light, cut your light, cut your light. Cut your lights right now. Look at, there's a light up there.
Hey, is that a car?
I literally see lights coming at us. Look at that. We're all lit up. I'm turning myself up. You guys see those lights up there? Yo, they're shining a light around.
Wait, what?
They're shining a light around. Look. What was that?
Are they still at the campsite?
I don't know. I can't tell. Whoa. Are we seeing lights or are we just seeing the fire? Because I'm pretty sure I saw like a flashlight shining around, but I could be wrong.
No, I saw something too, but...
There's only lights right there.
Get down, get down.
Yo, it's right there. Look it. Oh, oh shit. Oh shit. I don't know. There's more than one.
What?
Just stay down. Just stay down.
Dude, they're driving really slow.
Oh, yo, 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 yo.
They stopped at our campsite.
What are they doing?
Ooh.
They just took off. Bro, what the hell was that?
Why did they stop at the campsite?
How many people do you think there were? Any good? Let's all stick together. This is so weird.
The car engine became audible somewhere in the surrounding forest, and it was getting closer, heading toward their campsite. The vehicle stopped near where they had set up camp. All three of them went completely still and completely quiet, not moving. The car remained there briefly, sitting in the dark without any clear signal of who was inside or what they wanted. Then it drove away. They hadn't been found.
We gotta talk about something for a second. If they came from that way...
What was that other light?
Someone came from that way and was like walking around our campsite with flashlights. Did they pick them up?
They might have. Maybe there actually was somebody out here. I don't see anybody.
I don't see anybody either.
I think we're okay. Dude.
Yeah, that was a little strange. Because here's the thing.
if someone's out here doing like a little campsite thing, why would you show up with lights outside of your windows, like pointing them and stuff?
Doesn't make any sense. Like they were just like shining, like I don't know if they were gonna try to take some stuff. So they pointed their lights at us. It was really weird. I just have a weird feeling.
I'm just curious about what we saw initially, because there was noises and people from both
before
directions.
that vehicle came,
yeah,
right?
before they came.
I saw a light moving around, without a doubt.
They believed that was the end of the situation. It wasn't.
Like I'm almost nervous to go down there now, because I just don't know. Alright, no.
Gunshots.
Oh my god, yo, dude, kill the fire, let's get out of here, dude. Seriously, let's get the out of here. Kill the fire, let's get out of here. Get this out of here. Fuck this. Those are gunshots. Here, fight this. I'm just packing anything out, dude. What the fuck? This bro. I can't close your case. Go. Get in the truck. Go. That ain't worth it. It is not worth it.
They were trying to scare us.
That was so close to us too.
They were trying to.
Were they shooting at us? That's why I just don't understand.
But they were definitely trying to scare us. I could say that with 100% certainty.
You're trying to uncover stuff, so just be careful. We have to like pull over down here. I want to get somewhere safe right now.
Gunshots went off through the forest around them. The three reacted immediately. They grabbed their bags and ran, abandoning everything else at the campsite, getting out of the forest as fast as they could. Chris, Benjamin, and Yasko made it out safely. Nothing has been posted by any of them since that night. No update, no follow-up, no explanation of what happened. The car is the specific detail the sequence keeps coming back to. It stopped at their campsite, their exact location, before the gunshots. Whether that means the people in the car had spotted them and the shooting that followed was connected to that, or whether the two events were entirely separate and coincidental, is a question the footage documents without resolving. The car found where they were, the shots came after. Voltrium is a construction worker based at a factory in Vietnam who occasionally posted unusual footage from around the building, mostly captured on CCTV. The activities documented tends to center on one specific location, the worker laundry and shower room. In a recent upload, he decided to film that room himself rather than rely on the security cameras and ended up recording unexplained physical events as they happen in front of him.
Let me show you guys. Otherwise, you'll keep saying I'm acting. There. Did you guys hear that? Someone's knocking on the bathroom door. Oh, look at that face. There. That asshole Kubor and that spider. You sell stuff online. Why don't you come and act as my sidekick? Act to get likes, my ass. Look. The machine turned on by itself. Look. Oh, the door. You guys watch. Oh, shit. Earlier, some of you said someone was pulling it. Some said there was a string. I'll film that spot in a bit so you can see. I'm a bit shaken up, guys. Oh, today I'm fully prepared, going all in. See, there's no one around. Look, guys. The bathroom wall. The bathroom wall is 4 meters high. Who could climb up there? See that? No one's around, no strings or anything, okay? Oh, holy shit. Oh, they're knocking again. Oh, knocking again, guys. Scared me to death. That helmet. It's up there. See, the ladder goes all the way here. Let me get a knife. I'm going all in. Let me close the door. Look, guys. Is anyone around? See, there's no one.
As he stepped into the room, the lid on the first washing machine closed on its own. That particular model has an automatic lid closing function that activates when the machine is switched on via phone, so that first event has a straightforward explanation. What happened next is harder to account for. The door on the second washing machine, right beside the first, but without the automatic feature, slowly swung shut on its own. At the same time, banging started coming from the adjacent shower room, and faint music became audible from somewhere in there. Then a worker's helmet sitting near the machines was thrown into the middle of the room and skidded directly toward the dark shower area where the banging was originating. Voltrium walked over and examined the hard hat. No wires or fishing line were attached to it. He checked the shower room and looked around the machines. He was alone in the building. The first washing machine closing had an explanation. The second one didn't. That distinction is what the rest of the footage builds from, because once the second machine closed without any mechanism to account for it, the explanation that covered the first event stopped applying to anything that followed. Brendan is a TikTok user and an avid bow hunter for whom time in the wilderness isn't something he does when the opportunity arises. It's central to how he lives and what organizes his time outdoors. He takes the practical and legal responsibilities that come with hunting seriously, including one of the most fundamental, knowing exactly where he is in relation to property lines at all times. To remove any ambiguity from that question, Brendan uses a specialized app called ONX, a mapping tool designed for hunters that overlays property boundaries onto terrain and allows him to verify in real time that he is within public hunting land before moving through any area. That matters because it eliminates the I didn't know defense before any encounter with the property owner ever begins, which is exactly why his use of it is central to everything that follows. This isn't a check he runs occasionally. It's built into his process every single time he goes out. On the day this recording was made, he was moving through the forest the way he always does, bow in hand, gear on his back, scanning for game while navigating the terrain. As the light began to fall, he found a small clearing and set up camp for the night. Before he finished, he pulled up ONX and confirmed he was on legal public land, the same check he always runs. He looked up from the screen. There was movement ahead in the trees. A man stepped out of the forest. He had a weapon pointed directly at Brendan. His manner was erratic and his body language communicated paranoia in every detail. His intentions were impossible to determine from that distance in that moment. The recording captures what followed.
Right now. But I just want to show you kind of why we're here. I mean, we pay good money to hunt this property. We've been hunting it for years. Do you live on this property right here?
Sir, you're not listening to me. I'm not listening.
I just want to talk to you. I'm sorry.
Put your phone down.
You have an AR in front of me. I'm fucking scared.
Put your phone down.
Dude, I'm scared as right now.
Okay, well, it's going to be more scary. Put your phone down. Are you attacking me?
No, sir. No, sir. I'm hunting. I'm hunting with.
Drop your phone.
Oh my God.
Brendan's fear is audible, but his composure is there alongside it. "Hey, I'm just hunting on public land," he said, voice trembling but controlled and clear. The man's behavior continued escalating regardless of what Brendan said. Words came out fragmented, the tone accusatory, the weapon still raised and aimed. Brendan made a deliberate decision in the middle of it. He lowered his phone to the ground while it was still recording and raised both of his hands. That decision communicated the one thing most likely to reduce the immediate risk, that he was not a threat and was not going to move toward the man. The camera lay in the dirt and kept running, capturing the conversation between them from ground level.
Sir, I'm bow hunting. I don't have any guns on me.
I don't give a f*** about that. I'm asking you to move. I'm asking you to look at me. You're on my property. You got to go. You're on my property, sir.
Okay,
Listen.
I'm packing up.
8 years. You've never been here. Listen.
Can I come out there so we can talk?
Come on out.
Okay.
Don't touch. No.
I just have to move my chair.
Just walk over it.
Okay.
Walk over it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know who the f*** you're on my property. Listen to me. Listen to me. That's fine. Listen to me. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You need to move down from here. You're on my property and you need to move down.
Okay, I understand.
That's all I'm asking.
Okay.
No harm. I don't know who the f*** you are. I don't know what you
Okay.
got. Listen.
I'm just trying to understand the property here.
Understand.
You live here?
Listen to me. I want you to move down from here.
Okay.
This is not the space.
Understood.
This is not the space.
Understood.
I'm children, and I'm reacting.
I completely understand. I understand.
That's where I'm coming from.
Okay.
The bows, shoot cannons, fly cannons, shoot like you. Who's shaking? I'm asking you just not to be here.
Yes, sir.
You know what the f*** you want. Just not here. This is the wrong space for that.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
The only reason we're here.
Who's we? Is there someone else here on the property?
No one else is here on the property, but we have four people on this lease who pay for this hunting property.
Understood.
The reason that we have this blind here is because, according to our Onyx, who shows us the survey lines, this is the property that we're legally allowed to hunt. We have permission from him to access from his property from our cornfield right there.
Understood.
And the rule is you're allowed to bow hunt within 125 feet of a residential dwelling.
Yeah.
So,
well, they don't make the laws for me. I got young children here, and
Understood.
I'm reacting as a father. So, this is not the place for that. Go down behind his mother. This is just saying it. I understand the arrangement, but you're in the wrong place for this, my man. This is not it.
Understood.
This is not it. No disrespect to you. I understand what you got going on. I'm simply saying this is not the space for it. Down 20 feet. Down 20 feet, if you would, please. If you would.
Yeah.
That's your cornfield?
Yes. Well, not our cornfield, but we lease it for hunting.
I understand. Yes. All right, so no problem. I wish you luck.
Oh, you okay?
I wish you luck, my friend. But I don't try bien. You just can't be here, my man.
Okay.
That's all I'm asking.
All right.
All right?
All right. Can I get your name, sir?
No, you can't.
Okay.
This is going to make a difference who I am.
I understand. Out of respect, if I see you, I want to be able to communicate, you know?
I doubt we're going to run into each other again.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. I was just trying to be polite.
I understand you have that arrangement, but...
I was just trying to be polite. I didn't mean to.
Understood.
The confrontation continued for longer than it should have. Eventually, the man began backing away slowly, weapon still up and pointed at Brendan, until he was gone back into the trees and out of sight. Brendan stood there. He checked the ONX app again and confirmed what he already knew. He had not been trespassing at any point during the encounter. He packed his gear and left the area immediately. He was unharmed. Brendan had done everything within his control correctly from start to finish. He verified his location before making camp. He spoke calmly with a weapon pointed at him. He raised his hands and gave the man nothing to push against. He de-escalated at every available opportunity. The outcome of this encounter was not a function of Brendan's preparation or his behavior. It was a function of chance and another person's state of mind in that moment. What determined whether he walked out of that clearing was a stranger with a weapon making a decision to back away rather than something else. Brendan deserved to walk out of that forest. The specific reminder this footage carries is precise. Checking your location on an app, raising your hands, keeping your voice steady while someone points a weapon at you, that is what doing everything correctly looks like. And it still came down entirely to what a paranoid stranger with a gun decided to do next. What are your thoughts about this chilling encounter? Let me know in the comments down below, and let's dive into the next clip. Khalid is a paranormal investigator from Egypt who broadcasts live explorations of abandoned buildings to his audience. He is specifically known for moving directly toward unusual activity rather than away from it, getting as close as possible to document whatever is happening. In this video, he's working through an abandoned factory where the entire bottom floor is submerged under still water. As he moves up to the second floor, something draws his attention.
لا إله إلا الله بسم الله أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله لا إله إلا الله هو بيصد دي بس قفل ازاي أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم حصنت نفسي بالحي الذي لا يموت لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ألف عليه لو في جن أو مارد أو عفريت خادم سحر أو خادمة سحر موكل بسحر موكل بطلسم اديني إشارة وأنا أطلع من المكان. لا ما يخليني الكاميرا عشان ببندي أحيانا بتعلق. بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله حسنت نفسي بالحي الذي لا يموت. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اوف أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. لا يا جماعة لا أنا مش جايب معايا
An old bathroom door swings shut in front of him. True to how he approaches this kind of work, he steps straight inside to look. The room is completely empty. As he turns to leave, the door closes behind him again. He decides to test it deliberately. He positions himself to watch, and the door slowly pulls itself shut on its own, with nothing visibly attached to it. To rule out someone hiding, he opens it and shows the camera there is no space behind the door where a person could be concealed. He steps back into the bathroom and waits. The door moves again while he's standing there watching it. He decides at that point to leave the factory and begins walking away. As he does, loud sounds of glass shattering come from inside that same bathroom, the empty one he had just left. The timing is what the footage keeps returning to. The glass broke after he had already made the decision to go and had physically walked away from the room. Whatever produced that sound did so at the specific moment he was leaving, rather than at any point during the extended time he spent inside watching the door. Approximately 30 minutes into a training flight outside Pensacola, Florida, fumes began filling the cockpit. The pilot made a quick determination. She wasn't going to make it to the airport. Her only option was to put the plane down on I-10.
We're not making the airport. We're going down on I-10. We are lined up with I-10 trying to avoid the cars.
Over the radio, flight instructor Emily Shelton, 21 years old, called it in. We are not making the airport. We're going down on I-10. We are lined up with I-10 trying to avoid cars. She had a student pilot with her. She navigated around vehicles on the interstate and then faced one more obstacle, a low-hanging highway overhead sign crossing the path of the landing. She flew under it. Trucker Eric Jordan had his dash cam running and captured the whole thing from the highway. His account of what he watched.
She did a great job. I didn't think she was going to make that. It's not that much room up under the highway sign to do what she did, and she did it. She pulled it off. It really could have been bad.
We are not making the airport. We're going down on I-10.
Nobody was hurt. The FAA is investigating the cause of the emergency landing. The overhead sign is a detail that defines how close the margins were, threading a landing aircraft under a fixed structure on an active interstate. With cars present and a student in the cockpit, while managing a fumes emergency, she cleared it. Our next clip has a long and eerie history. Keep watching. Mayan is a man from Iraq who doesn't typically post paranormal content. He works as a groundskeeper at the Valley of Peace, the largest active cemetery in the world, with over 6 million burials and a history stretching back 1,400 years. He shares footage of the cemetery at night for his audience to experience the atmosphere. One night, what the camera picked up was something that genuinely shook him.
In the name of God, the most merciful, save me, Lord. In the name of God, the most merciful. O Lord, save me in the name of God. In the name of God, the most merciful. O God, save me. Save me, Lord, in the name of God, in the name of God. In the name of God, the most merciful. In the name of God, the most merciful. O Lord, save me. O Lord, save me in the name of God, the most merciful. O Lord, save me in the name of God. In the name of God, the most merciful. It's gonna disappear. It's all gonna disappear. Let's see. Let's all see it together.
In the recording, a human-like figure is visible crawling along the ground in a way that immediately draws attention. Zooming out on the shape, it doesn't appear to be human or animal. It moves across a dirt path in the cemetery with a motion that reads as deliberate rather than random or distressed. Some viewers in the comments identified what they believe were additional anomalies elsewhere in the video. Those additional claims couldn't be verified as genuinely paranormal upon closer inspection. The location adds a layer of context, but the question the footage raises is specifically about the movement itself. Whatever is crossing that path is moving in a deliberate, directed way across open ground. Random causes, an injured animal, debris, a trickle of light, tend to produce erratic or inconsistent motion. What the footage shows is neither of those things. In Torlu, Turkey, a natural gas explosion tore through the top floor of a 7-story apartment building. 3 people who had been standing in front of the structure narrowly avoided being struck as concrete debris came down where they had been standing moments earlier. 2 residents died and 5 others were injured. Authorities declared the building structurally unsound and ordered it demolished. An online user known as DinoNugget741 stopped posting content in 2023 after capturing poltergeist activity that reportedly forced him to leave his home. His uploads described a house affected by shadow figures, violent physical disturbances, and disembodied voices. After his final video, he disappeared from the internet entirely. No one knows where he went. One specific upload stands out from everything else he posted.
Come on, man. Shit. I know, bud. I'm not afraid, man. Come on out, man. Oh, fuck yes, fuck yes. Hello. Oh, fuck. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
In the footage, he is holding a burning smudge stick, attempting to cleanse the home after hearing unexplained sounds from downstairs. He slowly opens the basement door. At the bottom of the stairs, a dark shadow figure is visible, standing and facing him. Zooming in and enhancing the footage, no human features are detectable and the figure appears as a complete void with a blank white face. Despite what he was looking at, he walked down the stairs into the basement to investigate. The room was empty. Disembodied screams began echoing around him. He turned and ran back up the stairs. The basement door slammed shut in his face with force just before the recording cut off. That door slamming is the last thing the footage captured, and given that he never posted again after this, it's also the last confirmed record of him engaging with whatever had been happening in that house. What do you make of this? Let me know in the comments down below. On July 20th, 2026, flash floods driven by heavy monsoon rains tore through Durstan, a provincial capital in Afghanistan. The flooding destroyed the town almost entirely. Hotels, homes, and dozens of shops were swept away with large boulders left scattered across the area in the aftermath. According to authorities, at least 20 people died, approximately 80 were injured, and more than 100 remain missing, all figures attributed to authorities. Lori is a singer from London whose social media presence is built around her music and moments from her daily life. Paranormal content has never been part of what she posts. One day, she shared an old childhood video on Facebook showing her and her best friend playing together in her bedroom. She remembers them being completely alone in that room. After the video went up, viewers watching it noticed something in the frame that she hadn't seen when she first posted it. In the footage, the two girls are on a bunk bed. Lori is helping her friend climb up. Her friend keeps losing her grip and slipping. Just as she was about to fall backward, a pale white hand reaches in from the side of the frame and grabs her shoulder, pulling it slightly away from the edge. When the footage is zoomed in, the hand appears pale but otherwise human in appearance. Lori maintains there was nobody else in that room with them. The human appearance of the hand is the specific detail that makes this footage harder to set aside than most, because if it looked obviously wrong or distorted, there would be a simpler path to dismissing it. It looks like a hand. That's what makes the question of where it came from difficult to close. This clip is not for the faint of heart, especially if you have a fear of flying. This happened in Brazil. I love to travel, and I, like many others, record takeoff like this man was doing. However, I never captured, and I know I never capture what he caught here. The left wing exploded and bursted into flames. The man recording is committed as he appears unfazed, unlike the other passengers who are screaming in horror. I'm relieved to share the great news that the plane landed safely and no one on board was injured. Thank goodness. B is a paranormal investigator from Thailand known for exploring abandoned buildings and cemeteries across the country. She typically works with a crew but occasionally runs solo investigations late at night, broadcasting those sessions live to her audience. During a recent live stream inside an abandoned temple, what her camera picked up was difficult to account for.
Yeah. 好小，哎，丢，zoom in. What is that? What is that? Who's that? Who's standing there? Hey! Wait! I'm zooming up. I'm not zooming in. Ow, my leg hurts. My leg got shocked. Was that a girl just now? Hey, someone was really standing there! Guys! It's a little girl! When I zoomed in, it was a little girl with a bob cut! I can hear crying, guys. I hear crying. All 3,300 of you, please tap the screen and report this for me. There's a crying sound.
As B entered the temple, a small pale childlike figure was visible in the shadows, staring directly at her. When the footage was zoomed in, the figure's features appeared deeply distorted and unnatural. She moved into the main hall and found a woman dressed entirely in black, standing completely still. The pale childlike figure was now positioned beside the woman in black, and both were watching B in silence. She turned the camera away briefly. When she looked back seconds later, both figures were gone. Then the childlike figure sprinted around her at speed, moving fast enough to be difficult to track in real time. When the footage is slowed down, its face became visible. The features were severely distorted, confirming the figure did not appear human. The disappearance is a detail the footage keeps returning to. Both figures were present, the camera moved away for a matter of seconds, and when it came back, neither was there. Whatever the explanation, it happened inside the gap the camera couldn't cover. On July 22, 2026, in Sukabumi, Indonesia, a dump truck driver swerved to avoid a vehicle ahead and crossed into oncoming traffic. A motorcyclist waiting at a U-turn jumped off his bike seconds before the truck hit it. The truck kept going, destroying a roadside shop and crushing a parked car before coming to rest in a ditch. The motorcyclist was unharmed. The only person who sustained injuries was the truck driver. Mason is a man from France who had no background in paranormal investigation before taking ownership of a house that had been abruptly abandoned by a family years earlier. When they left, they had done so in such a hurry that personal belongings were still inside. Mason's original plan was to sell the property. Then objects started moving on their own and dark shadow figures began appearing in his recordings. He set up cameras throughout the house to run continuously and capture whatever was happening. According to Mason, this footage is what finally recorded the entity he believes drove the original family out. In the recording, a figure drops down from the attic, opening into the hallway below. Its eyes are visibly glowing in the dark, and its face appears deeply distorted. The way it moves doesn't look natural. At the end of the clip, the figure slides backward, retreating up through the same attic opening it came down from. Mason says the paranormal activity inside the house has continued to escalate since this was captured. The return through the attic opening is a detail worth focusing on. The figure came down through that gap and then went back up through it. Whatever entered the hallway from above chose to leave the same way it arrived. The Piccolino coffee shop in Ukraine holds a 5-star rating on Google across close to 200 reviews. Their social media account is active, posting the kind of content you'd expect from a coffee shop: regulars, drinks, daily life. On July 11th, what went up was different. Piccolino is located in Sumy, a city in Ukraine that sits within range of missile and drone strikes. The attack captured in the footage was apparently carried out using FABs, glide bombs released from jets. The people visible in the footage dropped to the ground when the strike hit, which is the primary protective action available in that situation and one that does meaningfully reduce injury risk. Whether anyone was hurt in this specific incident is unknown. No casualty figures have been confirmed.
Abra a porta, tá cheio de fumaça no vagão, pô! Meu Deus! Abra a porta!
On July 23, 2026, in Sao Paulo, Brazil, a short circuit triggered an explosion inside a passenger train and set a carriage on fire. Passengers attempted to use the emergency button to open the doors, and it did not work because the power had gone out. The doors were eventually opened manually after several minutes. According to the train operator, no one was injured. Tajikistan sits in Central Asia, bordered by Afghanistan, China, Kyrgyzstan, and Uzbekistan. The incident here occurred in a village located in the country's Sugd region, a mountainous area in the north of the country where rural settlements can be extremely isolated.
Subhanallah! La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله أشهد أن لا محمد رسول الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله.
Very little documented information exists about this particular village. It's small enough that outside reporting on it is almost non-existent. As a result, casualty figures from the flooding could not be confirmed and speculation continues. The footage of the flooding conveys the severity of the situation, and fatalities are likely, though none have been officially reported at this stage. That edge preserved.
Contact Water Patrol. He just jumped over the bridge. He jumped over the bridge. Has folks show up.
On July 18, 2026 in Missouri, a driver fled from a traffic stop and led deputies into a pursuit. When he reached a bridge, he abandoned the vehicle and dove headfirst from it, a drop of approximately 50 feet, or around 15 meters, into the lake below. He survived the fall. Firefighters operating from a boat located him in the water. He was later charged with assaulting three deputies during the course of his arrest. Here's a video that will surely interest all of you. Watch this.
Плитка. Верхняя, поняла, с верхнего этажа, скорее всего. Фу, воняет ее. Там полиция приехала. Еще
красивые такие, а что полистопить?
Здание рушится.
Кто знает?
A workshop collapsed, but authorities had evacuated everyone from the building prior to the event, meaning no casualties resulted. For viewers paying close attention to the footage before the collapse, the warning signs were visible. Bent walls and cracks had already formed in the structure before it came down. The building had been showing what was coming before it happened. On July 23, 2026, heavy monsoon rains caused approximately a dozen marble mines to collapse in Makrana, India, a town historically recognized as the source of the white marble used in the construction of the Taj Mahal. According to authorities, no one was injured. This video takes place at a military training ground where a man named Corsin Roma was preparing to fire a weapon originally engineered to be mounted on helicopters. It was his first time handling this type of equipment. He had no prior experience with it going into the session, and it showed here. Watch.
Тачка, чё? Тачка, тачка, тачка. Тихо! Ебать, его в рот, Рома, ты мне команду прострелил.
This was a Russian mobile fire group training exercise. When Roma fired, the recoil spun and threw him around with enough force that he came close to hitting his instructor in the process. Despite the chaos at the moment, his reaction time was fast enough to keep the situation from becoming worse. He then immediately reached out and touched the hot barrel, burning himself. That burn turned out to be the only injury produced by the entire incident. Two workers were reportedly hurt when a crane at an industrial fishing port in Ciudad del Carmen, Mexico, toppled onto a vessel, prompting an immediate evacuation of the region. A festival was underway in Querétaro, Mexico. As part of the event's conditions, authorities had placed a ban on fireworks, specifically those set off without proper authorization, and this insane clip showcases why.
Se cayeron los cohetes.
Outside a local parish during the festival, an unauthorized fireworks display produced a massive explosion. 14 people sustained injuries as a result of the blast, and severe property damage occurred in the surrounding area. Authorities subsequently used the footage publicly as a cautionary example of what unauthorized displays can produce.
Hajat ke belakang Mutiara itu, Gap. Dan dari situ aja kalau memang susah naik dari situ, biar kita ambil aja. Kita yang ambil aja, Pak. Oke, kita penguatan siantar standby di sini, Gap. Kita sudah siapkan safety net di sebelah kanan kiri. Nanti di sebelah kanan kita pindah sebelah kiri biar bisa naik ke kapal kita. Oke.
Dan alat-alat yang siap, Pak.
Pegang. Santai aja, Pak. Santai, Pak. Kasih tenang. Alhamdulillah, udah. Alhamdulillah, ya. Nggak usah nangis, Pak.
On August 2, 2026, a ferry traveling from Surabaya to Makassar caught fire while sailing through the Java Sea off the coast of Indonesia. The vessel was carrying 271 passengers and crew. Nearby boats rescued 225 people, but authorities reported that at least 5 people lost their lives, while 41 others remain missing. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. It was 7:22 a.m. on May 16, 2025 in Gujarat, India, near a location recorded as Gear's Nat. A homeless man known as Gandhi was sleeping at the corner where he would typically spend the night, beside a small food stand that was part of the familiar surroundings of that spot. Then something tragic happened. A family of 9 were traveling together in a Maruti Suzuki Ertiga, a 7-seater MPV. The vehicle apparently lost control and struck the building adjacent to where Gandhi was sleeping, ending up on top of him. The apparently hedge preserved as no confirmed cause has been established. The family took a significant amount of time to get out of the car after the impact. Bystanders who were present in the area were slow to provide any assistance. Gandhi sustained injuries too severe to survive. He sadly lost his life. Condolences to the man and his family. This happened in Caratica, Brazil. Tragedy struck when a large section of earth and rock suddenly collapsed onto 4 workers carrying out excavation work below. Despite rescue efforts, none of the workers survived. Authorities later disclosed that the construction project had been halted the previous year after safety issues were identified, raising serious concerns about why work had resumed. Some footage looks straightforward on first viewing and turns out to be considerably more significant once the full context is understood. This clip is worth watching more carefully than it might initially seem. What's visible on screen is only part of what was actually happening. Watch and see what I mean.
Куда бежать-то нахуй, ёбаный в рот. Опять, откуда я ушел, блядь, только что.
In Kotovsk, Tambov Oblast, Russia, a Panzer SAM system was presumably engaged in taking out drones. That characterization preserved is given. The Panzer also carries a 30mm cannon, and the tracer is visible in the footage came from that weapon. The relevant detail about tracer rounds: for every one that shows up on camera, at least 2 or 3 additional rounds were fired that don't appear in the footage. Those rounds struck a local wild berries distribution facility. This happened in Sheikh, India. A truck broke through the guardrail of an elevated roadway and fell approximately 50 feet or 15 meters onto the road beneath. According to reports, the driver was the vehicle's only occupant and sadly lost his life in the crash. A man is filming something in the footage. The original poster's title for the clip, directly translated, was "The result of excessive looking." What he was looking at becomes apparent quickly.
भाग लीजिए सर, भाग लीजिए, भाग लीजिए सर।
India's bear population isn't made up of the black or brown bears most people picture. The species present there is a sloth bear, a smaller variant, but one widely regarded as the most aggressive bear species in the world. They are notably explosive in their attacks, as the footage makes clear. Sloth bear attacks are not rare occurrences in India. No reports on this specific incident were located, so the man is presumed to have survived. Southern Japan was rocked by a magnitude 7.1 earthquake that caused catastrophic damage across Kumamoto. According to reports, at least 38 people were killed and dozens were injured. The shaking caused part of a shopping mall to collapse, and a gas leak later sparked a powerful explosion, claimed 7 lives. Elsewhere, a factory chimney came crashing down, killing 8 workers. The disaster also knocked out power and water to tens of thousands of homes, forcing more than 9,000 residents to seek refuge in evacuation shelters. Body cam footage recorded approximately 1 year ago recently circulated online. Watching the sequence of events, the situation reads as one that could have gone differently at several points along the way.
Why do you let those kids get away with this? They are not supposed to be here!
If you don't lower your voice, I am going to put handcuffs on you and I'm going to take you to a Baker Act facility. You lower your voice.
Try it.
Are you threatening me?
You're threatening me.
Are you threatening me?
I'm gonna just...
Because I'm here right now to deal with a stolen vehicle. I ain't got time to hear you screaming and yelling.
I don't have time to constantly be abused.
We'll get OPD down here then, because I gotta work this stolen vehicle.
What do you mean OPD?
Alpha 73 University.
Alpha 73.
Can we get another unit to deal with Jay Lee here? He is having a breakdown.
Say! Just say the right pronoun!
What'd you say?
7351.
Get down on the ground right now.
No!
You're about to get sprayed.
No, just
get down on the ground right now.
Leave me alone!
I can come in there.
Leave me alone, please!
Okay, are you gonna calm down?
I'm getting my phone out. I have to film this.
I'm telling you, are you gonna calm down?
I will calm down. I will calm down.
You know what this is?
I will calm down when you get the pepper spray out of my face.
Alpha 73.
Leave me alone.
I have
just please
pepper spray.
Please. Just stop pointing the pepper spray at me. I will calm down if you do that. Stop threatening me.
Yeah, lower your voice. voice.
Leave me alone! Leave me alone!
Do you want to get tased?
I want you to leave me alone!
Judge.
You have been particularly abusing me!
If you come,
You did it!
if you come towards me one more time,
Follow me!
you are gonna.
And send abuse administrators!
I gotta deal
Don't
with
you
this story. I
remember?
gotta deal with this story.
Don't you remember?
Jaylee, don't focus on me, okay?
Get away!
You don't tell me where to go.
You! You cop!
Alpha 73 University.
I want to get away from
No,
him.
it's too late now. It's too late now. He's gonna be taken away.
Shay!
Jaylee, you need to stop.
He's taken.
I just want to get away from him!
I understand that.
He needs.
Shay!
I'm gonna spray her.
Thank you.
Put your hand behind your back.
No.
Yes.
A student who was upset about abusive remarks directed at them began yelling at an officer who was not originally on scene for that reason, apparently unaware of the student's situation at first. According to the officer, the call they were responding to involved a stolen vehicle. A stolen vehicle case carries real weight. It can escalate into pursuits and compound into further incidents, which explains the officer's stern approach to the scene. The yelling intensified and officers were visibly taken aback by the escalation. As a general pattern, yelling at law enforcement at close range rarely moves a situation toward a better outcome for anyone involved. Where fault sits in this specific exchange is a question the source declines to answer, and that question is left open here as well. What is confirmed? This is a real incident. Charges and a plea were shown on screen in the original footage.
What's your emergency?
I just want to get report of a guy with some knife swinging gun in public.
Where's the address? He's just swinging two knives, you said?
Yes, he's swinging like he's aggressive fighting with someone. But he has a big knife. There's a lady walking towards the bus stop, and he looked at her, so I was like, oh my God, that's dangerous, you know?
On the afternoon of June 20, 2026, deputies with the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department were dispatched to a frightening call in Lancaster after multiple 911 callers reported an armed man attacking people with several knives. At approximately 2:05 p.m., deputies from the Lancaster Sheriff's Station responded to the 4400 block of Shera Highway. According to investigators, witnesses described a man behaving violently in public, armed with multiple knives and assaulting bystanders. The suspect was later identified as 23-year-old Robert Castro. Because of the nature of the calls, responding deputies believed they were heading into an active and highly dangerous situation. Their priority was to locate the suspect quickly and stop anyone else from being injured.
Don't move! Don't move!
Within moments of arriving, deputies located Castro. What happened next unfolded almost instantly.
Don't move! Don't move! Stop reaching! Stop reaching! You okay? Get the thing in the patch.
According to investigators, Castro suddenly rushed directly toward one of the deputies while holding a knife. Before the deputy could create distance, Castro allegedly began stabbing him. The attack happened so quickly that there was little time to react. Faced with an immediate threat, another deputy opened fire. The gunfire struck Castro, causing him to collapse to the ground. For a brief moment, it appeared the confrontation had ended, but investigators say the danger wasn't over. Moments after the initial shooting, a second deputy-involved shooting occurred. Authorities have not released additional details explaining exactly what prompted the second use of force, but investigators confirmed that another round of gunfire was discharged during the rapidly unfolding encounter. Once deputies determined the scene was secure, they immediately shifted their focus from stopping the threat to providing medical care. Body camera footage shows deputies rushing to Castro's side and rendering emergency aid while waiting for paramedics to arrive. Los Angeles County Fire Department personnel soon reached the scene and took over treatment before transporting Castro to a nearby hospital. Despite those life-saving efforts, Castro later died from his injuries. The deputy who had been stabbed during the encounter was also transported to a local hospital for treatment. Authorities confirmed the deputy suffered a stab wound but survived the attack and was later admitted for medical care. Fortunately, no other deputies or members of the public were injured during the incident. As detectives processed the scene, they recovered the weapon believed to have been used during the assault, a knife with an approximately 6-inch blade. Investigators also located several additional knives nearby, further supporting witness reports that Castro had been armed with multiple edged weapons when deputies arrived. The incident remains under investigation as a standard procedure following any deputy-involved shooting. For the deputies responding that afternoon, what began as a report of a man threatening strangers quickly escalated into a violent close-quarters attack. Within seconds of making contact, one deputy was fighting for his life after being stabbed, forcing another deputy to make a split-second decision to stop what investigators described as an immediate, deadly threat. It's another reminder of how rapidly encounters involving edged weapons can unfold. Even with multiple deputies on scene, the distance between first contact and a life-threatening assault lasted only moments, leaving little time for anything other than immediate response. This was at a toll gate in Uttar Pradesh, India. Footage of the incident was captured from 2 separate angles, an uncommon circumstance that provides a fuller picture of what occurred. Watch and see this craziness. An LPG cargo tanker traveling along the Kurpriyag highway lost control at high speed and crashed at the toll gate. LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, is highly flammable. The impact caused a significant release of the gas, which spread from the tanker and ignited. The resulting fire engulfed both the tanker and the nearby toll infrastructure. A close call unfolded in Romania when a visitor focused on his phone failed to notice a bear quietly approaching from behind. He didn't realize the animal was there until it suddenly appeared in front of him, prompting an immediate reaction. Thankfully, the encounter ended without anyone being injured. The incident took place along the Transfagarasan Highway, a route well known for regular bear activity. However, people were not so lucky in this next clip. This happened in Campinas, Brazil. A violent crash at a toll plaza caused the canopy above the booths to collapse onto 2 passing vehicles carrying 7 people. Despite the dramatic scene, all 7 occupants escaped unharmed. According to reports, the driver who crashed into the toll structure was alone in the vehicle and tragically lost his life. Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant, friends.